Quiet. Welcome to Mi Ka'amcha Yisrael. In Parashat Bahar, the Torah gives a command that seems simple. If your brother becomes impoverished, you must support him. But the Torah doesn't just say help him, it says support him so that he can still stand with you, not survive, stand. The Yerushalmi brings a striking and remarkable image. When a small branch is grafted onto a large tree, something fascinating happens. If that branch is fully dependent on the big tree for its nourishment, its leaves begin to turn away from the tree. Why? Because it's embarrassed to receive. Think about that. Even a plant with no da'at, no knowledge, and no feelings, no hargashot, reacts to dependency with a kind of distancing, so to speak. Now think about a person, an individual. A person falls, struggles, and needs help. And we step in, we give, and we support. But inside him, something is happening. Does he feel lifted or does he feel small? Chazal tell us, one who gives receives 6 blessings, but one who gives with warmth, with presence, with dignity receives 11. Because the greatest chesed is not what you give, it's what you protect. His confidence, his identity, his ability to stand tall and not look away. And when a person loses that, he doesn't just turn away from people, he begins to turn away from himself, and sometimes bar minan, even from Borei Olam. But when a person is given dignity, when he's given a makom, a place where he can still stand, he doesn't shrink. He actually, opposite, he opens up. And at times, one singular moment can show you exactly what that looks like. An avrech from Lakewood traveled to Dallas to build Torah, to open shuls, to establish yeshivot. He met with a very wealthy man and shared his vision. The man listened quietly, carefully, and then without hesitation, he picked up his pen and he wrote a monstrous check, and not the type of check you and I, or at least myself, see every day. 6 million USD. The avrech was stunned. No pitch, no pressure. How, he asked, how did you decide so quickly to write so much? And the man said, it's really a short story. I once went to Eretz Yisrael, to the Kotel. I was walking, I was observing, and then I saw this elderly man. He was standing by the stones. His hands were pressed against them and sobbing, perhaps you would call it like a child, not quietly, not politely, completely open. I went over to him, I asked him, was anything wrong? And he looked at me and he said, no, nothing is wrong. This is where the Shekhinah is. Here I can speak openly. Here I can say anything, my struggles, my fears, even my hopes. Here, I'm not small. Right here, I can stand. The man paused, and then he told me something that never left me. Every shul and every yeshiva is a makom for the Shekhinah. If you build one, you give people a place where they don't have to feel small. The man looked back at the avrech, and when I returned to Dallas, I realized something terrifying. There are people here who have nowhere to stand. There are many conservative and reform shuls. So when you came to me, I didn't see a donation. I saw a chance, an opportunity to give people a place where they too could stand. And that's precisely why I wrote you that check. Ladies and gentlemen, the Torah didn't just command us to give, it commanded us to be careful with something far more fragile than money. It's a person's dignity. Because a person can survive without much, but once he feels small, once he feels exposed, once he feels like he has to turn away, something inside of him begins to close. And that's why the Yerushalmi chose such a powerful image. Even a branch, when it depends on something else, it too turns away. Not because it isn't receiving, but because it can't tolerate the sensation. Now face that towards a human being, a holy neshama, a heart, and now understand what that elderly man at the Kotel was actually showing. He wasn't just crying, he was standing, fully upright, openly, completely, one-on-one with Borei Olam. No shame, no hiding, no turning away. Because he had a makom, a place to stand, and that is what the Torah is asking of us. Not just to give, but to give in a way that doesn't force the other person to look away. Then he can stand tall in front of you the way that man stood in front of Borei Olam. So the next time you help someone, pause for just a moment and ask yourself, Will he walk away from me, or will he be able to stand? Because if he has to turn away, you may have given him everything except the very thing he needed most. Mika Amchi Yisrael. Shabbat Shalom u'Mivorach.